Hey everyone, TimaeuSS here. Welcome to another Princess Connect video. So this is going to be the Tomo review. So should you pull for Tomo or not? I think this is actually a very big decision point for free-to-play or just a bit more casual players, because Tomo is a very strong clan battle unit. Don't get me wrong, she is going to be on release just behind Kaori, if not I would say almost close to on par. Her kit is really strong, and she'll be dominating the physical teams in clan battles as a regular, essentially, for the next few clan battles. However, she is a permanent unit, and because there are a lot of limited coming up in the second half of the year, you know, even for like PvP, there's Shino for clan battle, there's the Christina and Vishizu and all those good stuff coming up. Tomo is going to be very difficult for players to pull if, you know, you're short on gems and you want to get those limited in the second half of the year, because you can get her off banner. As you know, I pulled Kyoka for clan battle reasons and a bit of PvP, but I pity Kyoka, and since then I've gotten at least 3 or 4 Kyokas off of all the other banners I've pulled. So the same story stands on my CN server. I didn't pull for Tomo on release, but I did get her pretty much in the banner right after when I pulled for H Shinobu. So things like that does happen. So if we look at her kit, one of the reasons why Tomo is super strong is because her kit basically has everything you want to ask for a physical DPS. So her first mini skill is a AoE physical attack against enemies, and her second skill again is a single target single target physical attack, but it also charges her own TP. So you can see that, you know, it's going to be very strong in terms of her cycling because she can charge her TP. And I'm just going to briefly talk about the X skill, which is again physical attack buff, but her Union Burst is single target, big damage against the enemy physical attack, and increases her own physical attack as well as her action speed. So we all know how strong Monica is in arena, and sometimes even used in clan battle, just because having that action speed boost makes her rotate through her actions a lot faster, gets TP a lot faster in exchange, and everything just cycles really well, especially if you look at Tomo as well. Her skill with the self TP charge, almost like Jita on steroids, right? So that's why her kit is super strong, and what makes her really good as a clan battle unit is that she is self-sufficient in that way. So I'm gonna put Tomo in this. I'm just gonna showcase kind of her skills to you. So she starts off with the self TP charge, and you can see that this AoE is really good, does quite a bit of damage, and let's see. So she gets her unit burst really fast, just because her rotation, she gets the 2 TP charge almost right away, right? So we know Arisa with her self TP charge mechanic makes her super strong. So this is double TP charge basically in the first rotations, and then you get your Union Burst, which is then boosting her own action speed as well as her attack value, making her kind of a pseudo Shiori almost, plus Monica. So you can see here we have the action speed buff and the attack buff. So she's gonna do more damage, and then she's gonna charge herself faster, and then it's almost time for a UB again. So you can see that she's just going to be a super great unit in general because of her kit. And yeah, so my recommendations on whether or not you should be pulling for her. Okay, so first things first, Tomo is best, in my opinion, at least 4 stars. So you can see that I have her at 3 stars, and that's because I pulled her a bit late, not on during the exact banner, and I was able to kind of borrow Tomo. So yes, you can borrow Tomo in a lot of the comps, you don't have to worry about that. But Tomo is best 4-star. Okay, I think there are some uses with 5 stars, but Tomo 4-star is ideal because, you know, you can take damage, get that TP gain while still outputting a lot of physical attack. So if you don't have the DAs to at least push her to 4, then you shouldn't really bother. And because she's a perm, it's fine. And if we look forward to kind of all the limited that are coming up in the second half, like, you know, I even put for Halloween Misaki, but limited like Christina and stuff like that are going to be super meta. Compared to Christina, Tomo is still a bit weaker. Okay, so if you only have 1 pity or less going into the Tomo banner, you should not be pulling for her. And also, if you're only around a top 50 clan or top 100 clan, you should seriously consider if you want to commit for Tomo or not. Tomo will, I think, set the difference between top 10, similar to how Ares almost made the top 3 competition a lot harder, because, you know, having that flexibility, having that unit is huge for a clan battle. As we all know, you can, you know, drop 3 physical or 2 physical, 1 mage. So if you're not competing at the very top of clan battle, and you may not get the full value of Tomo or what she can bring into the clan. And if your clan is, you know, just around that top 50 mark, and there is someone who is going to be willing to pull for Tomo and 4-star or even 5-star her, then I think it's completely fine to skip. She's a permanent unit. Again, you can get her off banner, although sometimes it doesn't happen, or it doesn't happen ever for people. But I feel that if you have to throw, let's say, 100 or 150 pulls for her, and you're not in the top clan, you're not gonna get that reward for pulling for her. Although she is a very good unit, I feel, and her kit and her design is certainly top tier. Personally, I think I will be skipping most likely, or just dropping 50 pulls for DAs, just due to the fact that, you know, I pitied on the Summer Tamaki banner, and there are a lot of limited coming up in the second half of the year that I want to pull for her. And because I'm taking a bit more casual route for clan battle, with, you know, real life things, I personally would not be pulling for Tomo. If I was still in, you know, well, before Scarlet disbanded, if I was still in Scarlet or another top 10 or top 3 clan, then I would for sure pull for Tomo, because it helps the clan leader as well, having that flexibility to allow you to kind of allocate your hits better. So yeah, that is my overall recommendations. To quickly summarize, Tomo is a fantastic clan battle unit, going to be top tier right away, and unfortunately I will most likely be skipping her. And unless you're serious about clan battles and you're competing at the very top with at least 2 pities or more, you shouldn't really commit a lot of pulls for Tomo. So with that said, let me know your thoughts and if you'll be pulling for Tomo or not, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.